Okay, Junmin, let's have a look at your script over here on citizen journalism. Right. Your argument here is citizen journalism is a negative development because it provides greater possibilities. Because it results in greater possibilities, or it leads to greater possibilities for the creation of and spreading of falsehood, since citizen journalists are unlicensed. Okay, I think this one it should belong to the explanation rather than the topic sentence. So in your explanation, you then need to talk about citizen journalists are unlicensed. Then so what? Unlicensed doesn't mean they will spread fake news, right? It is the fact that you do have to write this down. I'm not sure if you've written this already. But citizen journalists are not held to the same level of accountability that traditional journalists are. Traditional journalists' livelihood depends on the news they report and their ethical conduct, whereas citizen journalists can publish whatever they want. So this can embolden the citizen journalists in spreading falsehood if they choose to. Or embolden the citizen journalists with ill intention in spreading falsehood. So here, with the increasing accessibility of mobile devices, I mean, it's not that traditional journalists have no mobile devices. They have mobile devices as well. Okay, the internet now becomes flooded with this. Okay, good. Yeah. You can also argue, like, what's so bad about the falsehood? You see, as people become reliant on news published by citizen journalists, with that quotation, citizen journalists, as people become reliant on news published by citizen journalists, they also become susceptible, okay, to believing false information that's perpetrated on the internet. That's perpetuated on the internet. Yeah. So you can go back and just listen again what I just said. Here, a study by BBC Global News found that these people are all afraid of fake news in Singapore. Protection. Okay. This one I wouldn't keep this. Okay? I know it was in the lazy sheet, but if you are going to make a point that it's gonna spread falsehood, maybe I would say the situation has become so bad that in Singapore and many other countries, regulations are being set up, being passed, laws are being enacted. Laws are enacted, okay, to fight the prevalence of falsehood online. Then you talk about Singapore. So this is a good thing, right? When it comes to fake news, we are talking about fake news has become so bad that we need to have this thing. Okay, with the downside, I think drawback is better. With the drawback of citizen journalism being offended, we can see. Wait, this is a rebuttal. If it's a rebuttal, make sure like it is. Oh, okay, you do have here. Can be regulated by which becomes preventable. Okay. Maybe you can say, however, the angling is this. However, this problem of false information perpetuated by citizen journalism can be solved, can be addressed. Authorities have found ways to punish people who disseminate false information and effectively deterring others from doing it. Then you talk about this. Okay, better if you you do have this. It's a rebuttal. Okay, got it. If it's a rebuttal over here, maybe you could say instead, you don't say it is a positive development. A rebuttal's job is not to answer the question, it is to answer the OV. Start by saying that hence the argument that citizen journalism is negative, the argument that citizen journalism can aid in spreading of falsehood is somewhat simplistic in view. The argument is simplistic. So you know it's like your AQ, right? You give a judgment word. It's the same thing here. You talk about how this is not a good point. It's somewhat invalid, simplistic, short-sighted, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Junmin, that's all you have. You're supposed to write another 2 paragraphs. So I've written here. Please go do that. For media questions, if you're going to try media, you have to practice. I point out your mistakes because you're definitely going to make mistakes for media. The more you write, the more you can learn. It's just a topic like that. You cannot just depend on the lazy sheet. Okay, the development of your argument is very important. So just go ahead and try these 2 paragraphs. Once you're done, let me know. I'll give you feedback on this. All right, any questions, just reach out to me, Junmin, and let me know how you're doing in school, what kind of help you need. Yeah, in class, I only see you guys. I do want to sometimes give you a bit of more personalized, customized feedback or help. If whatever you need, just reach out to me.